All right, we are live. We are live, and we are going to be talking about trade assurance tonight for Alibaba buyers. People who are buying on Alibaba. Most people that are buying on Alibaba are Amazon sellers. So I want to talk about Amazon selling and so forth. Hold on one second. Let's close this door right here. But yeah, I want to talk about buying on Alibaba. I want to talk about you guys selling on Amazon. We are going to be doing live Q&A tonight. It is my Monday night Q&A. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Q&A tonight for Amazon sellers or for anybody who is interested in selling on Amazon. Feel free to ask me those questions and I will be more than happy to answer them while you have me live. So I've been getting quite a few phone calls. People are they're just doing things wrong, just out there not doing it the right way, not doing it the way they should be selling on Amazon. So there's a few people and have had bad luck because uh, their accounts were terminated, and they were terminated just because they did something that they shouldn't have been doing. And this is what I kind of preach. I preach to you guys. You guys have to have the right training for that. So when you do have that particular training, do everything the right way, the correct way, especially if you're brand new. If you're brand new, you don't want to do this alone. You kind of think of it as Amazon is the big brother. Okay, they can do whatever in the hell they want to do. There's nothing that they can't say. It's their platform. They have the number one platform in the world as far as online. But when it comes to sellers, they tend not to cater to the sellers as much as the buyers, because it's only the buyers are the ones that are actually making the money. Believe it or not, the buyers are the ones that make a money, and the sellers are just they're contractors. They're going out there and they're selling. They're selling for them, and they're trying to get the sales in. But when it comes down to it, it comes down to buyers and buyers and buyers and buyers, and that's who they cater to. So a lot of people have a lot of problems, especially when they call customer service, try to get a question answered, and they create a case for you. We'll let you know next week. Let you know in a couple of days. That's their spiel is, yeah, we'll let you guys know in a couple of days. It's easy for a customer service rep to get off the phone by telling you, yeah, you should hear something in a couple of days. And that's not usually the case. The case is you got to keep calling back, keep calling back, keep calling back till you finally get the right answer that you're looking for. So, again, we are going to be talking tonight about trade assurance, because trade assurance is very, very important. There's a lot of suppliers out there that when you go out and you buy products, for example, on Alibaba, and we're going to talk about trade for Alibaba. When you go out there and you buy products off of Alibaba, a lot of times the supplier, especially if you get in touch with them off of Alibaba, they want to make sure that they take care of you not through Alibaba. So they want to be able to take care of the bill on an outside source, whether it's um, PayPal, whether it's other sources of how they go. Trying to lost for words right now. Western Union, um, so Wire. They want to go that route, and your money really is not protected when you do that. When you go those routes, you can lose a lot of money, and you can lose a lot of money extremely fast by not knowing the system, not knowing what to do. So, for example, today I went out there and I purchased some product today. And when I purchased the product, I did a video on it. So, just so you guys know that the members have privy to that video. They get to watch the video, and that video is in my Amazon A to Z course. So when they watch it, they're able to, everything that I upload, I'm going to upload to that, and then they're able to watch the brand new videos. Well, that's one of the videos I did today was um, trade assurance. So I want to make sure that they do it right. So I showed them step by step of me purchasing a product using trade assurance. And so trade assurance is like a insurance policy. You think of it as that. You think of it as if anything goes wrong, you can always file a complaint with Alibaba. If you have trade assurance, you're kind of covered for it. If if they try to rip you off for any reason, you can always file a claim with them. It does take a while for that to go through, but then you have sources of how you're going to pay for that. You can pay for that with a Visa, a MasterCard, or you're going to pay for that with PayPal debit, and that's what I teach. I show you guys and want to make sure that, you're kind of double covered going through PayPal using the debit card. And just so you guys know, if you have a PayPal account, call tomorrow, get a debit card, get a business debit card or get a personal debit card, and you can use that Visa card or MasterCard or whatever it is. You can use that and to pay for your products. And if for some reason it doesn't go through, you can always file a claim through PayPal and get your money back that way. So there. One person called me and says, hey, look, they charge 5% to do PayPal transactions. And some suppliers, some manufacturers will do that, and they'll charge you that. But to me, it's worth it. To me, it's worth paying that extra money just to know that you're going to get your money back in case anything happens. You're kind of protected in that aspect. So you want to make sure that you're kind of double coverage. The trade assurance will cover you, and also your PayPal debit card. If you paid for it through your PayPal debit card, you're also covered for that too. So you want to make sure that you're protected in both those ways there. So I'm going to say hi to a lot of you in a minute. I just want to kind of get this going because this is my topic for tonight. Also, I'm going to be doing Q&A. So guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, you could start now, put them in the chat, and I will read them as I go along. That's how I do it every Monday. So go ahead and just, ask the questions. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you guys as long as they're related to Amazon. And so that's what we're going to be talking about is Amazon, selling on Amazon and so forth. Whatever you guys want to talk about, just put it in there, start typing it in, and I'll go ahead and read them off as I'm going along. So we were talking about trade assurance. You always want to get trade assurance. You always want to make sure that you're covered with that, and make sure that you don't do wire transfers. You don't do any of that, especially when you're dealing with suppliers overseas, because you just don't know who they are. And if you're going to go to AliExpress or AliExpress, then you can go the same route. Use your PayPal debit card that way too, and you're kind of protected there. I know that they offer some type of assurance in AliExpress, but I deal with Alibaba a lot because I order in big quantities. So I'm usually dealing with the manufacturers. One of the things that a supplier will do is they will go out there and send you an authentic product at first, maybe your first order, but then your second order, your third order, your product is really cheap because they got somewhere else a lot cheaper. You really have to watch out for that. Watch out for your products just coming in. It could be, you ordering, say, a toothbrush, and then the bristles are starting to fall out and you're getting a lot of complaints on that, and that's how you know that your supplier kind of ripped you off and put in the cheaper bristles as opposed to, the better bristles that should have been out there, or, they're out there and it's a totally different color, or it's off. It's not like it was the first one. It wasn't bright. It wasn't, you know, just as you expected on the first order. So what I always like to do is I will get a product for my first order. So say for example, I'm just using this as an example. I get a case, a cell phone case, and I'm looking at it, it's nice and black, and it's got these little lines going in them. And then the second order that you order from the same manufacturer, and you don't get. Yeah, so as I was saying, on the second order, you don't get these lines on your inside the case. Then you kind of know that they changed it out, and they went out there and they did something different. Then I would be calling the manufacturer and letting them know and saying, hey, wait a minute, my first order was, had lines in it. Here, let me show you a picture. And that's one thing that I always do, is I always take a picture of your product. That's why you should have your product sent directly from Alibaba or AliExpress, wherever you're getting it from. Send it directly to you so you can inspect it. And sure, so we use this as an example. Also, this is another product that I have that you can see here. It has smooth on it. You see that? This isn't my product, but this is a product that I bought. This has, extends out. You can do your videos with this, and if I paid $10-12 for something like this, and then all of a sudden my second order, there's something different, maybe this is different, or maybe the clip is different, or what have you. So you want to make sure that any manufacturer that you go to, that you want to make sure that it is the same when you first purchased it, it is the same when you first ordered it, and you want to make sure that it's continuous. And if it does change for any reason, then you can sit there and debate that, and that's where your trade assurance will come in, and you can say, look, I'm not going to accept the order, and you can always leave a bad review. And Alibaba does look into it. They will look into why is this person complaining. See, what people don't realize and what people don't think is that Alibaba is just a holding company. They're just the holding. It would be like when PayPal was with eBay. Okay, they separated as a company, but PayPal was the money source for eBay. So if somebody purchased products off of eBay and they filed a complaint with PayPal, well, PayPal will obviously give them their money back and kind of protect them on that, unless they can prove otherwise. And that's what Alibaba is, to these manufacturers and suppliers overseas, like in China and elsewhere, India and so forth. So a lot of these manufacturers will make sure that it's right, make sure that you're happy, but there are some out there that they have bad intentions. And those are the ones that you kind of have to watch out for. You have to watch out for those ones, because, they're there to copy something and make a buck, and they want your business. So that's what you have to kind of look out for. Okay? All right. So hopefully that explains to you guys trade assurance. I've been talking about this for 15 minutes now. It's pretty self-explanatory. Always get trade assurance when you are dealing with a manufacturer overseas, if you're going through Alibaba, always. And so here's another good point, is when you have a manufacturer and the manufacturer says, well, I tell you what, here's my email, send me your email, and then I will send you the quote through the email. See, that's a good way from them going from here to over here, where they get all the money, as opposed to having to wait for their money through Alibaba. See, you found them on Alibaba, but they'll steer you off of Alibaba, and then it's you and the supplier. Alibaba is no longer involved. So if they tell you to send that money to them directly, they're not going through Alibaba. So what you want to do is have them send the invoice, or have them send the invoice to Alibaba. So when you get it, you log on to Alibaba, and then you have their order. Their order is right there and it's ready, and you click on it through Alibaba and you pay through Alibaba. And so what happens is your money went from here, not to the supplier, but went from here directly to Alibaba. Alibaba holds on to that money until they get that product to you, to me. So the way it works is here, the supplier, here, Alibaba. Alibaba should send the invoice to the supplier. You pay you pay Alibaba. Let's do this again. The supplier sends the invoice to Alibaba. You pay Alibaba. Alibaba holds on to that money. The supplier sends you the product, and as soon as that supplier sends you the product, they will let Alibaba know. Alibaba will send you the okay and say, is everything all right? Everything good? You say yes. It goes back to them. They get the information. I've received the product. Everything is good. Now, a week later, the supplier or manufacturer gets paid. That's how it should work. If you go directly from me to the supplier and Alibaba is not involved, you're out of luck. Unless you covered your basis through PayPal, but that's not trade assurance. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are comfortable, and make sure that you know that you're going to get your money back one way or another if something goes wrong. If nothing goes wrong, then no problem. So yes, I did add new content to the course, and I am adding more new content to the course. Sorry, I didn't mean to answer that question, but I seen it, so I figured I'd answer it. So anyways, that is trade assurance. Always get trade assurance when you are dealing with your manufacturer or dealing with a supplier by yourself. You don't have my course, you didn't read it, you didn't know. At least watch this video. Go out and do exactly what I tell you. It could save you lots and lots of money. And you could lose lots and lots of money if you do not do it that way. So if anything that I can talk about tonight is always get trade assurance. Always go through Alibaba when you are paying for your product. Always make sure you pay Alibaba directly, not the manufacturer, not the supplier. Give me a thumbs up if that information was good. I see I want to make that a little bit higher. So smash that like button. I appreciate it. And we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and answer some of these questions. I'll find out who's on tonight, and we'll start answering some of your questions. So if you do have questions, right now is the time to ask. Right now is the time to ask. You know, I'm Monday nights. I make myself available, and feel free to ask, okay? And I can answer these questions live right here. So, all right, let's get started. Let's see who is on. Let's start from the beginning. Imran, what's up there, Imran? AV, what's going on? Amber, what's happening, Amber? Jose Torres, what do you think about Helium 10 software for Amazon sellers? Don't like it. I personally don't use it. So that's just my opinion, but I'll never use it. Bernard, what's up there, Bernard? Torres, are you in Florida? Okay, I guess he's asking. Yes, okay, Jose. Amber, does trade assurance charge a fee? Yes, they do charge. I think they do charge, but I pay it. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna pay it. And I don't think they charge the fee themselves, but when the invoice is there, there is a charge for like Visa and MasterCard. That's where they kind of get you. I know like today was a $750 order, and I paid 26 bucks or $24 to use my Visa. And I use my Visa, and that's another thing too, is with PayPal. A lot of guys will take the PayPal and they'll charge you 5%. But if you're using PayPal Visa, they don't know it's coming through PayPal. They just know it's through Visa. And so they'll just charge you the Visa charge, but they won't charge you the 5%. So don't tell the supplier that you're going to pay through PayPal. You say, I'm going to pay with my Visa. And when you pay with your Visa, then you can go out there and kind of get away with that 5% fee. All right. Bernard, is it a decent time to catch holiday rush, being that you move quickly? Yeah, I mean, right now it's perfect. I mean, business is picking up. I've done triple my sales in the last 2 weeks than in the last 2 weeks. So sales are increasing, and they're increasing quite a bit now, and they will continue to go on as it gets closer to the holidays. So be a lookout for that. Bernard, LOL must be a no. No, that's a yes. Bernard, at this point, once the quality is different, what can you do? Call them back and say it's not the right thing. It's not the right product. This is cheaper, and I'm not accepting it. And you don't accept it, guess what? Send it back. Give me the right stuff. That's what you can do. You don't have to accept it. Just because it's delivered doesn't mean that it's the right thing. It could be that's the whole point of having the product come to you, instead of people going out and sending their product directly from China to Amazon. That's a huge mistake. That could be a $500 mistake, because you're going to have to get the product out. I had one person who became a student, but before they became a student, they had the product sent directly from China all the way to Amazon, to find out it was the wrong color. And so she did not know until she started getting the complaints. This isn't yellow like I asked. This is blue. Well, it's too late. It's already into Amazon. They distributed it throughout their warehouses. Now you have to do a create removal order. Once you do that create removal order, you have to have the product sent back to you. And it's 50 cents per unit to have the products back. So if you had 1,000 units in there, it cost you $500 just to get the product out, because you didn't see what the product looked like when it first came in. So when you have a product that is coming directly to you and it's the wrong color, hell, you can call the manufacturer and say, look, I ordered red. Here it is on the invoice. It's red. You guys sent me yellow. And what can they do? They can't deny that. So they're going to have to take that back and then send you the right product. It's not going to do you any good, especially when you created the listing. Is 5946. Well, good point. So suppliers are finding ways to make profit on us. That's nothing new. That happens all the time. That's happened for a long time. People just don't realize it. They don't realize that they're making profit. See, I have manufacturers that I've dealt with that I've had a specific mold made, and unfortunately they did something different, and I found out about it because I was getting so many complaints. I had to shut that listing down, and then tell all the people who purchased that particular product, I'm going to be sending you guys a brand new product. I'm sorry. And it was a huge mess, because the supplier, basically, the manufacturer used another supplier, which was giving them cheap products and cheap material. And it falls downhill. So it does happen. Radomir, hello, what's up there, Radomir? Amber, is it best to buy from manufacturers only, or is it okay to buy from distributors in China also? Well, it's kind of a two-way street. Look, listen. If you are dealing with if you're dealing with a product that you have to make changes on, manufacturer, manufacturer, manufacturer. If you're dealing with a product that say you've seen on Amazon and you want to just, and you're not making any changes, you just simply want to go over there and just buy the product and have it sent directly to you, a supplier is fine, but the supplier is the middleman. That's who the supplier is. Basically, the supplier is getting it from a manufacturer. And so they can't make changes. We can already come into a box that's already pre-done. It came into a box and it's there, and that's the way they get it. So that's the way they're going to send it to you. But if you're dealing with a product that you're making your own, or you're calling it your own, then you're going to have to go through a manufacturer and make sure that they are manufactured. Those are some of the questions that you should be asking when you are dealing with the manufacturer. That's in my course. And I talked about that. I gave you a list of questions you should be asking the manufacturer or the supplier to find out and verify that they are a manufacturer or they are a supplier. So, okay? All right. Ahan, what's up there, Ahan? Do they send you a free item of the product you plan to buy in bulk? And how do you get a free item to see before buying bulk? Just ask for one. That is in my course. And I talk about that all the time. I talk about how to go out there and get free samples. And that's in my course. This is what I teach you in the course. So if you haven't purchased the course, take a look at it. It's in there. How to get free samples. And you can get free samples, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to go out there and get free samples. If not, you're going to be spending anywhere from $45 to $70 on a one product, and that one product may only cost you $2. So there's a way to do that, and that is in the course itself. So if you haven't picked up the course, then purchase the course, and that information is there. That could save you quite a bit of money. If you do have the course already, it's in my $495 package. Take a look at that, and also in my $795 package. Okay. All right. Jose answered that question. Does Trade Assurance charge any money? I don't think Trade Assurance charges money. It's them charging when they're using your Visa or MasterCard. They do charge for that. So I really don't, to be honest, I haven't really looked to see if Trade Assurance, if I was ever charged for Trade Assurance, because to me, I don't really care. It's a tax write-off anyway. Even if they do charge me a little bit of something, I'm writing the whole bill off anyway. So this is my expenses. This is what I do. I give this to my tax accountant at the end of the year. I say, here you go. This is what I paid. Here is my bills, and let them cover it. So to me, if I have to buy the little extra insurance, I will, because I know I'm going to get it back at the end of the year. So Amber says, y'all smash that like button. Amber also says that helps you feel comfortable with doing business with Alibaba. Yes, I mean, the thing is, Alibaba is, they're just a trade company. That's all they are. And the suppliers, and the manufacturers, they pay Alibaba every single year. They pay them money just to be on there and sell their products. So, and Alibaba gets a piece of the pie. They get a little bit of that money every time there's a transaction. So it is in the best interest for the supplier and manufacturer to kind of go around them and say, no, I want all the money. I don't want to give you a percentage, even though I'm advertising on it. And there's a lot of them that will do that. So Bernard says, did you add any new content to the course? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of them that I'm going to upload. I just uploaded them onto my video service. Now I'm going to upload them onto the Amazon A to Z course Also, I will let you guys know on Facebook private group, there's new videos available, and you'll know there. Okay, so there you go. Jose, thumbs up. IC, thumbs up. Amber, OIC, thank you. Is there a deadline for new sellers on Amazon? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there's never been a deadline for new sellers, Amber. There's been a deadline for sending products into Amazon's FBA program during the Christmas season, during that rush. A lot of times they will stop new sellers from sending products in because they sorry, it's another sale. They will go out there and I lost my thoughts. Christmas rush. Okay, so they've never went out there and stopped new sellers from selling. It's just a matter of going out there and sending your products into Amazon's FBA program. That's it. There was a closeout period last year, and this year I haven't seen it, to be honest. I haven't seen it. A lot of members have not mentioned anything about it, about being a closeout period. But I think a lot of that has to do with them charging for long-term storage fees now. So they kind of want you to get in there and go out there and send your products into Amazon now. And if it doesn't sell, then they can charge you quite a bit for them long-term storage fees. Look out for those. Very, very expensive. A lot of money. And they even tell you in your back office how much it's going to cost you. And it's not pretty. So make sure you guys are on top of that. Okay. Should be able to sell products that are going to sell every single month, and you should be able to sell products that you can get rid of fairly quickly. That's what you should be doing. Novemberian. Hello, brother. What's happening? How you doing? I could have killed that name. Honestly. Bernard, if you accept your shipment to your home, then Amazon is that an extra shipping fee? Yes, it is, Bernard. Yeah, you have to go from China to your place, create a shipping order, send that directly to Amazon where they tell you to send it, and that's going to cost you money to send there. But you get deep, deep discounts through UPS. Okay, so UPS, they have deep discounts. I've sent 500 units in a big, big box, and it cost me maybe less than $20 to send it. If I was to get it and have that same package sent from China to me, would cost me $600. So it's a huge discount, knowing that you received the product from China to you. You've opened the box. It's exactly what I ordered. It's beautiful. It's pretty. It's exactly what I ordered. I love it. And it's the right color. Now, if it went and shipped directly from China to Amazon, you never know what color it is. You would never know that these worked. You never know that this rotated because you didn't inspect it. You didn't look at it. You didn't see if the bottom had little pads at the end like you ordered. You ordered little pads for non-grip, So it's always important. And I always do it. I never, ever send products from overseas to Amazon. I did that one time, and it was the wrong thing, and I paid for it. And it was a learning experience that I'm passing on to you guys, so you guys know the correct way to do it. Yes, it's an inconvenience to open up the door and get a package from UPS. And it is an inconvenience to cut it open and see if it's your product. That's an inconvenience. To close it back up, to seal it, and to put a label on it, it takes you 20 minutes. and it's an inconvenience to pick that package right up and take it to the UPS store on a prepaid envelope, prepaid label, and have it sent to Amazon. That's an inconvenience. What's even more inconvenience is if it was the wrong product and you're spending $500 to take your product out because you didn't look at it. Now that's an inconvenience. Bernard says inspection can actually avoid that situation. Yeah, I mean, look, listen, you can either inspect it yourself or you can hire a company to inspect it for you. Why would I hire a company to go out there and inspect this for me when all I have to do is have it sent to me instead of them charging me, I don't know, $1.50 a unit, $1 a unit at the minimum for them to look at it when you really should be doing that yourself? I mean, it's your business. You treat it as a business. This is why I hate drop shipping. I hate the fact that drop shipping is because you just don't know who you're ordering from, and then you're ordering from Walmart, you're ordering from Target or whatever, and it's, you know, damaged or whatever, and then they send it back, and then they have to send it back to you, and guess what? Who do they send it to? You didn't go out there. It's not sending it to you. They're going to send it back to Target where they got it from, or back to Walmart. And guess what? As soon as they find that out, red flag, here you go. So that's why I really don't care for drop shipping too much, just because it's too much of a hassle. All right. Eagle Eye reports Video Eye. Love that name. Hello, Henry. Fulfilled by merchant. What do you do when tracking number says delivered and the customer says they never got it? This stuff is on the increase. Yes, it is on the increase. There are a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people going out there and doing it. So when you do fulfilled by merchant, and here's another little thing too that is in my course. This is actually in my course. I talk about this is when somebody comes in and they say, well, I only got, I don't know, 2 units out of 6, and or I've got maybe 1. I received only 1, but I ordered 7 of them. And a lot of times the weight on the envelope would tell you different, because you know. And really, there's nothing that you can really possibly do other than say, well, you know, it is a tracking number. You can call Amazon and say, look, here's the tracking number. The tracking number shows that it's been delivered. And they kind of want you to work it out between you and the customer. And that's where it can be really tricky. A lot of times I just will send them another unit. And I will say, look, I'm not sending it to the same address. I have to send it to a different address. And a lot of times they'll send it to a different address, a different location, and then make sure that they get it. And then I will notate their account, let Amazon know, and say, hey, I'm sending them another one just to satisfy them, but I'm sending another. Can you document this? And that way they cannot say, well, I didn't get it, you know, I want my money back or whatever because I didn't get it the second time. Because Amazon does have 100% money back guarantee. But if you note that and you call in right away and say, Amazon, I'm going to send them another unit, please note my account. Note this particular order number. They will note it, and then so the next person that gets it or tries to ask for a refund, they're not going to get it. Especially if they have 2 tracking numbers that show that both of them have been delivered. The easiest way to do it, though, is to just give them another piece if you can. Okay? Then you're going to have to, you can have them dispute it with the postmaster if you send it to the United States Postal Service, or you can file a claim through UPS or FedEx, and they will investigate, and that takes a while, and they can do that also. So there's other options that which you can do. All right. Poblano, how do you feel about the new tariffs and how it's going to affect Amazon's FBA business? I don't feel anything about the tariffs. I don't give a shit about the tariffs. Listen, I've been selling on Amazon for the last 11 years now, and every president comes in and says, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Listen, by the time that they finally try to get this stuff done, just Amazon is huge. Look, and I'm not scared of that. I'm not worried about it. I'm not even concerned about it. Because as far as I'm concerned, is making that sale. Make it every single day. When you hear my phone go off and you hear that ding ching ching, that's all I worry about. It's all I'm worried about. I don't care about no tariffs. I don't care about what the president is planning on doing, what he's thinking about doing. Honestly, has nothing to do with me. My business is getting product in, selling the product, making money. That's my business. Two things I really don't like to talk about: politics and religion, because you'll never be right. I don't care who you talk to. If you're a smart man, smart woman, don't talk politics, don't talk religion, because you'll never get the answer you're looking for. That's what I've learned in my 51 years being on this earth. All right. Hi, Henry. Have you encountered a problem getting your products through U.S. Customs? Yes, I have encountered a problem. That's why you have trade assurance. It protects you. It protects you from point A to point B. If your product gets seized at U.S. Customs or China Customs, guess what? They don't get paid. You get your money back. So, to answer that question, yes, and that's why you need that protection. Radimir says, hi, somebody used digital banking Revolut on Amazon. I don't know what that is, but okay. Wally, hello, sir. How are you? Alibaba is full of fraud people. I bought something and they sent me low quality stuff. Now I'm going to return it. See, this is my point exactly. You have somebody here that says that they didn't get what they ordered. Now they're sending it back. Not all people are frauds on Alibaba. That's like saying everybody in the US is a fraud when they're not. There's some honest business people out there trying to make a buck, but there are a few bad apples, and those bad apples are the ones that shine. So those are the ones that, people always talk about the bad. They never talk about the good. There's a lot of good things that happen on Alibaba. There's a lot of good people on Alibaba selling good stuff. But the only thing that you only recognize is the bad. This happened to me or this happened to me. So, I don't like to categorize them that way. But I want to make sure that you guys should know there are bad people out there. There are good people out there, and you need to know the right thing to do, and what to do when things go really, really bad and go south really, really fast. Okay. All right. Radamar, Amazon accepts Revolut. Waleed says, is there any good websites to use in US to buy stuff from Amazon? Yeah, there's a lot of great websites out there. I started my business here in Los Angeles, and I bought products from, wholesalers. Just type in Google wholesale, whatever your product that you're looking for. If you're looking for a particular product, say you're looking for, I don't know, you're looking for this, and just Google wholesale smooth, scope extension, and maybe somebody in the US is going to help you. What people don't realize and what people don't do, and this is in my course, and I talk about this in my course, is how to find good suppliers in the US through Alibaba. There are manufacturers that are selling on Alibaba that are here in the US. Just got to know how to find them. Okay? So, and that's another way of doing it too. So, Bernard says, damn. Waleed says, I have a budget problem. Almost 1 week before it was $5 a day. Now I changed it to 10, but still give me an option that I'm out of budget. Waleed, you're selling a product that is very competitive. So you're going to have to increase your budget. And he's talking about sponsored ads. If you get a sponsored ad and you're doing a sponsored ad and it says you're out of budget, that means that the keywords that you are going out there and you are using are very, very expensive keywords. And those keywords themselves are taking all your money. And it could be reverse keywords. Make sure that you are have the right keywords and you're using those keywords in those budget, and try to be competitive. Because if you're, say, for example, in beauty, and you're trying to sell I don't know, curling iron, and that beauty curling iron is very competitive, there's lots of sellers, and you're trying to be competitive, well, there's certain categories that you should not be getting into. Pets is one of them. Beauty is another, because you better have the campaign budget for that. See, people go, oh, I'm gonna sell in pets. You know, pets is a great category, right? Who doesn't love their pets? But if I have a dog leash that is, say, 50 other people are selling the exact same dog leash, well, you got to compete with them. So if they got a $200 budget and you got a $10 budget, well, of course your budget's going to go extremely fast, because they may be outbidding you. So you always want to make sure you outbid that person. And that's in the course, and that's how I show you. Go under automatic campaigns, and I show you how to set that up. And if you're out of budget, that means that you are in a category that is very competitive, and so, or those keywords are very competitive. So you might want to change a few of those around. All right. Waleed has another question. How to be a seller like you. I want to be like you. Be persistent, sell products every single day. Make sure that you're on it every day. I am retired. This is what I do. I get up at 10, 11 o'clock, and I work till maybe midnight sometimes from home. And so I'm wheeling and I'm dealing. I'm out there at night. You know, right now it's daytime in China, and it's, you know, going on 7 o'clock here, you know, in the US on Pacific Coast. So, you know, I start doing my negotiations with my suppliers about this time, you know, to try to get, you know, business going. And so you constantly have to be on top of things. You constantly have to make sure that you are selling the right product. You constantly have to make sure that you're on top of your game. So if you want to be like me, then take my course, because I teach you and I show you and I give you everything you guys need. Everything. And I'm telling you, I have people who sign up for my course, they take my product of the month, and they're making money off of it. I have 2 guys that I'm working with right now, and we just got this product. This product, we just ordered it. And so the product's being made right now for these 2 guys that I chose. And they're the ones that are going to be making quite a bit of money. And I this is what I do. I go out there and I teach you how to make money selling on Amazon. Everybody's out there on YouTube. How do I do this? How do I do this? Well, take the course, because it's in there. And if it isn't in there, you tell me and I'll put it in there. You got my word on that. And if I use keywords in the title, the bullet points, the description, should I use the keywords again in the search terms when I list? Yes, absolutely. Use those listen, automatic campaigns, manual campaigns, very tough. If you have a listing, I have this listing, and I'm sitting here and I'm saying this listing right here is for a my phone, okay? And this product is for my phone. And say this is a charger, and this is a phone charger stand. Okay, I'm going to use this as an example. I'm going to have my keywords and my title, my bullet points, my description, and my search terms. So when I do an automatic campaign, guess what? All those keywords are being found, because you have those 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, doesn't matter. Your search terms is exactly what it says. They went from 5 lines of search terms to 1 line of search terms because they narrow it down. Now you have to be more specific when you are creating a listing. That gets you sales. That gets you sales when you sit there and you went from here and you have these listings that are going on. They're saying, phone charger, this, black, is telescopic, extendable, 3 stands, whatever. They don't care about that. They want specific. Black, black adjustable camera holder. Okay, period. That's it. And now what they're doing now is they're making sure that you say your name has to be first. Now that changed. Now that it never used to be that way. Now there's being specific. Now whatever you call it, if I call this, say for example, smooth, then my title is going to say smooth black telescopic camera holder 3 stand adjustable. Okay, so that's specific. If you keep it compact like that and you keep it in your title, your bullet points, your description, and your search terms is just very important. If not, that is one of the most important other than the title itself. That's how people are able to find you when you do automatic campaigns and manual campaigns. So if you plan on using campaigns, you better make sure you're specific on your keywords. I'm not getting on you. I'm not jumping on you. I'm just passionate about this stuff. And I sit there and I don't know how many times I tell people over and over and over again, it's in my training. I talk about it. Look under search terms. You're a student. You should be able to see under search terms. I talk about that. And if it's not there, I'm going to look at it tomorrow just to make sure. And if it isn't there, I'll make another video and I'll make sure I put that in there. All right. Jose Torres, is that true that in order to rank your product with certain keywords, you must give away some of your products? Hold that thought. Jose, take my course. I don't know how many people that I hear this from, but to answer your question, you must never give away products. Never. Because if you give away products and they leave a review, guess what happens? Amazon doesn't put it on. That's their brand new policy now. If you give it at a discounted price, guess what happens? Your review that you were begging for, nope, gone. And even if they do put it up and they find out that you had a discounted price, gone. Review's gone. That's the new policy now. So take the course. Amazon A to Z course. Take the $4.95 course. Take the $2.95 course. I talk about it. I explain it. You'll have access to me. You'll have access to my private label, my Facebook group. You'll have access to that. Only members who have paid for the course are in that particular group. There's more coming in, so make sure that when you do sign up, you just click on that link. I want to be part of that, and then if I know that you paid for the course, you're accepted. And I have members out there that will help you out. They will help you. All right. Bernard says, did the Australia market get rolling? Yes, it's rolling and it's booming. Actually, I just found out that Mexico and Canada are really picking up now. They are picking up like crazy right now, especially Mexico and Canada. Canada is doing really, really well. And I stayed away from those markets, but they're starting to pick up. And Australia, yes, is now starting to pick up. Wally, thank you so much, sir. No problem. Loli, give me a thumbs up. Sudha, hi Henry. Did you live chat on the other day? Yes, I did. I did do a live chat. Santana, do you teach how to sell name brand products? Nope. Nope. No. No. If you sell name brand products, that's a good way to get kicked off of Amazon. I don't sell name brand products. I want a red flag in my back office saying, hey, do you got proof that you can sell this particular product? Are you an authorized agent? Did you get permission to sell my name brand product? Nope. Don't touch it. Won't do it. No. And I don't teach it. Jose says, ha ha ha, give you a thumbs up. Man, I'm just fired up today. Just fired up. I love it. I love these. Keep them coming, guys. They're good questions. But some of you guys out there, they really when you start selling on Amazon, you should know what you're doing. You really should before you start selling on Amazon. Look, you don't go to a racetrack, spend thousands of dollars on a horse you think might win when you have no information on that horse. Just because you like the name, you're going to go, and there's people that go out there and do that. Oh, I like the name of this horse, so I'm going to bet $1,000 on this horse. And guess what? That horse is dead last. And the horse that I did my investigation on, did my homework on, the horse that I sat there and I looked at and I studied for about an hour or two, that horse finished the race either first, second, or third. One or the other. It didn't come in dead last. That's what you have to expect when you go onto Amazon and you don't know what the hell you're doing. Expect to be dead last. But when you do know what you're doing, expect sales, because that's what you're going to get. I get sales every day. Every day I get sales. Merchant fulfilled by Amazon. Tons and tons of sales. I get them. And you guys should be getting them also. Anand Singh says, thanks for teaching us. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate that. Wow, it is 7 o'clock already. I did not know for an hour already. That is amazing. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So, guys, I appreciate it. Hopefully I answered your questions. I have a few more minutes. You guys feel free to ask me just a couple more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you have not taken a look at my course, I do have a free course that you can sign up for. You can go ahead and sign up for that. Take a look at that. And if you have any questions, my phone number is up on top, 626-225-3002. You can call me and I will answer your question. I'm going to ask you if you signed up for a course, and I'm going to push you for that course because that's what you should be taking. And if you are a member, feel free to call me and I will go ahead and take care of you. And also my Facebook group, you can go ahead and go in there, and then you have other members that will answer your questions too if I don't get to you first. So, all right. Thanks for all the info. See you next Monday. Appreciate it, Jose. I appreciate you guys coming on. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My phone number is up on top. And also, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell, that notification bell. I'll let you know when I'm on. I'm on every single Monday at 6 p.m. and doing my Amazon Q&A, and I do talk about different subjects. All right, guys? Appreciate that. You guys enjoy your week and make lots of sales. All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya. Peace.